Good morning, everybody. This is build 1, and I want to show you what we've got done so far. This is Apex from Eden Grounds Gaming, and let us begin. So as you can see a very nice dirt block there. So straight away, we need to retexture our Pokemon texture pack by a lot. We ran into issues where there was TVs and all kinds of other entities in the Pokemon Fire Red version, and there's just not enough things that we can skin, but we'll get it done. So as you can see, this is day 1. We spent about 3 hours getting this done. As you can see, the colors are not very well, but we're gonna blend them together once we get the texture packs done. So that is Ash's house. We got that all done, and welcome to Pallet Town. Now, if you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, link in the description about what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish here. And we have a lot of ambitious people, and we're all working really hard to get this done. So this is Pallet Town, and it is scaled from 1 to 2. So that means every single, essentially every single one block in Fire Red version of the Game Boy is 2 blocks in this game. So for an example, this door, as you know, a lot of the doors in Pokemon are 1. That would represent 1 block, but we upscaled it to 2. That way we could easily take into account for all the objects and buildings in the game, and also for the very large vastness of how many people we plan on having on the server. If it's only 1-to-1, then it's going to be very cramped. So we wanted to spread things out, and we did that by increasing the scale. So for example, the pathway would be 3 in the Game Boy game, but we increased it to 6, so there's plenty of room for people to walk around. There's also this huge issue. Well, it's an issue for outside remodels, but in the Pokemon game, buildings are much smaller than what it appears on the inside. In the inside, like for Oak's place, for example, it looks really small. I'm going to display a picture here. It's really small outside, but when you go inside, it's huge, and it goes on for a pretty good amount of time, and it just doesn't feel right. So we ran into that issue, so upscaling really helped, because then it allowed us to build things, especially for Minecraft, where building a table is a nightmare. So that's why we had to scale everything. So as you can see, the textures are, ooh, that's not good. I'll get that fixed. The textures are not good at all, but we're gonna get that textured soon enough, so no big deal. Now keep in mind, this is just the rough draft, entirely rough draft. We blazed through all this, and once we get everything sorted out and we know the scaling is fine, everything is perfect, then we're going to put in the final touches to make sure it looks great. So that is our plan. Just in case, you know, we find out that something is incorrect, we will just easily be able to fix it, and we won't be too upset. So we still have a lot to do, but let's just keep going. So what we got done so far in these 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, was we got Pallet down, rough draft done, and we did an entire remake of the forest leading to Viridian City. You could see that if you actually went into the Game Boy game, these would be actually entirely accurate, though we added some extra grass because it gave it more life. When we first went through it, there was just like huge green patches, and it just did not look right and feel right. So to add to the immersion, we added more tall grass. As you can see in the game, there's always the small trees wrapping around, but we are going to do that in the finishing touches. Like we said, we're just burning through this, making sure we get this done. Now you might be wondering, why the hell is it 2 blocks up? I can't get up that. Well, because in the Pokemon game, we're going to display a picture, we have the little hump. That means you can jump down, but you cannot get up. Many of you should instantly click what I'm trying to say. But we ran into the issue where you can't really do that in Minecraft, and so to counter that, we just raised it up 2, and we just had people jump up like that to get to the next area. So that was an issue, and with that comes, it keeps stacking up. It keeps stacking up and stacking up the more of those humps that are there, and that raised the issue of, well, we're gonna have to, that means make a whole giant mountain that will accommodate for this. So for now, all we did was we lowered it into leading to the next city. So keep in mind, this is still all rough drafting. We're burning through this, making sure it's perfect, and then we go for the final touches. So what we can do is we can just cut all this out, you know, like cut and paste, build the huge mountain with a voxel sniper, I believe that's the name of it, and then we'll just paste it on top. So that is our plan. Check out our clown Poke Center. Like, again, we're just burning through it all. And everything is to absolute scale. So I have not looked entirely into other people's Minecraft, but we are going entirely to scale, entirely to what it looks like. Fences around them, around the trees, are gonna disappear once we totally put down the trees correctly. We just, for now, we signify that that is where trees are located, and it stops people from running around. So one thing that we plan on adding, well, for the mod, is Pokemon will only be able to roam inside the grass areas, and that's easily done with an if-else statement saying for movement of mobs, it's usually which direction it'll take in a random direction of 360 degrees, and it will then check if that next spot that it plans to move to has a tall grass in it. If the tall grass entity is not in it, it will not move there, and it will either wait or it will actually move to another direction. So that is our coding behind it. So I hope, if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about and why we're doing this, please go check out our intro video, link is in the description. But this is what we've done in the first build day. I'm very proud of all of our builders that were here to help with this and get this done. I need to get that patch. We have huge ambitions for this game, and you'll see exactly why we're doing this. And you know what, I'll just explain it right now because we have time. But why we want to do this is we want to make this entirely 3D multiplayer Pokemon world. A lot of people have just done builds of the Pokemon world, but they never followed through with it into making it a multiplayer world. So that is what we're doing. Adding the Pixelmon mod, we're going to mod it a little bit with, you know, hopefully that Pixelmon developers will allow us, or they'll work with us to get this done. Oh no, it's almost nighttime. They'll work with us to get this done. And just imagine you spawning in Ash's house, and you get to follow the entire story of Game Boy, of the Fire Red version. Now this is hugely ambitious, and we understand that, and we're ready for it, because it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun setting this up. And then when we get it done, oh, it's going to be great, and people are going to love it. So that is why we really want to get this done. Imagine, okay, so going back to the story, you follow the story, you know, and you see other fellow Pokemon trainers with you running around, and then, you know, we can have PvP area right here for low-level people where they will be able to attack each other, and that is how they level up, besides the fact of finding other Pokemon in the grass. So this multiplayer aspect is huge, and there's actually been a Pokemon mod out there to make it multiplayer, and I haven't looked far into it, but I heard it was just alpha, and I really like 3D, and I really like huge MMO kind of style of it, so that is what we're doing. And if you're interested in wanting to do this, just visit our website www.edengrounds.org, where we have an application for builders and anyone managing anything like that, programmers, anything. You're all welcome to help us because this is really ambitious. This is really ambitious, and we need as many people to get this done. So that is the deal. So thank you very much for watching this video. This is day 1. I hope you all enjoy, and I hope you all keep up with what we're doing. Thank you very much, and goodbye.